Good morning. It's Monday, September 6th. Wait a minute, September 6th. I thought so. It's Labor Day. Poof. I'm not gonna make a video today. Love Labor Day.
This is
Next book on the favorites list is Paper Towns.
That's not all.
Hi.
What? No, I'm not making a video today. Go away. Dude, there's no point in waiting around. There's no video today. Labor Day. No labor. No work. No video. Yeah, okay. I did say vlog every day in September, but it... Alright, fine. We'll compromise. Let's watch a movie. Actually, I've been wanting to get this started for a little while now. I've decided that for this month at least, Mondays are going to be Movie Mondays. So every Monday I'm going to review a movie. Now the format of this review could be a review of Shame, it could be a movie that just came out, it could be a movie that came out a while ago and I just got around to watching, which happens quite a lot. Or it could be one of these. I'm also using this video to kick off a new series of reviews called Favorite Movies Reviews. I mean, regular Matt Has Favorite Books reviews, so it seems only fair that the Mad Hatter should have Favorite Movies reviews. So without further ado, let's take a look at one of my favorite movies of all time, V for Vendetta. This movie was released by Warner Brothers in 2006, starring Natalie Portman and Hugo Weaving, and written and produced by the Wachowski brothers of The Matrix fame. Now, I already talked about this movie a little bit yesterday, and I'm going to talk about it in more detail when I do the Books vs. Movies review. So for now, I'm going to restrict this review to just the things that I really like about it. First of all, the look of this movie is just fantastic. The movie is based on a series of graphic novels released in the mid-80s by Alan Moore and David Lloyd. So it makes sense that the movie would be shot to kind of resemble a graphic novel. You've got various perspectives, odd angles, and at times disorienting close-ups. Plus, this film has really great atmosphere. It really feels like you've entered into a dark Orwellian future. And the kick-ass action scenes don't hurt much either. But if we're gonna be honest, this is all just great eye candy, and you can't have great eye candy in a movie without a good story to back it up. Avatar! The story actually follows three protagonists, and what's interesting about these protagonists is that they each fulfill a major role that a protagonist typically plays in a story. You've got V playing the part of the hero. Yeah, he's technically a terrorist, and his actions are morally gray at best, but in the role of this story, he is essentially the hero. He's the one that everyone gravitates towards. And it's his objective that the story is following and that we are hoping that he will eventually accomplish. Then you've got Evie, who's playing the role of the pivotal character. She goes through the most character change of anyone in the movie, starting off as a very meek and timid and fearful girl, and ending up as a fearless young woman, who's perfectly willing to stand up to her government and, in the end, make the final decision to complete V's objective. And finally you have Detective Finch, fulfilling the role of the everyman trying to figure everything out. Even though he's loyal to the party and the government, he's not wholeheartedly loyal to them, and he definitely has some serious questions to ask. And in the end, it's Detective Finch who manages to piece everything together and figure everything out, and we follow him as he manages to do this. Seeing the story from the point of view of these three characters allows us to experience the story on several different levels. The story itself is very relevant and moving and all that sort of thing, but there are three scenes in particular that make me really like this movie. The first is V's introduction to Evie. When I heard V give this big alliterative speech where everything started with the letter V, I thought two things to myself. First, I want to frickin' memorize that speech. And second, I'm going to enjoy this movie. I love the dialogue and I love the philosophical turn that a lot of these speeches take. The second scene is this one, where Detective Finch is talking about this feeling that he had, a feeling that everything was connected and that he was finally starting to piece everything together. As he's speaking, we see flashes of scenes throughout the movie, both from things that already happened and also from things that are going to happen. This, to me, is the best cinematic representation of that feeling you get when you're reading when you finally get it. Everything's fitting together, all the puzzle pieces fit, and you suddenly realize where everything has been leading up to and what's going to happen next. This scene is brilliantly shot and put together, and I absolutely love it. Plus, need we forget the most kick-ass domino sequence in the world. And finally, the last scene, with the citizens of England marching on the Houses of Parliament wearing the Guy Fawkes masks. To me, the greatest part of this scene is when they take off the masks, and I'm not going to spoil it for you here, but suffice it to say, when I realized what it was they were doing, I was unbearably giddy. I mean, this scene continues to send chills up my spine, no matter how many times I watch it. And it really does leave you with the feeling that V is everyone and everyone is V. And that V, with his mysterious identity that we never do find out, is that inch that cannot be destroyed in everybody. So I think that this is a brilliant movie. I love the way it's put together, I love the way it's shot, and of course I love the characters and the story. So this movie is not only still a favorite, but one of my all-time favorites. And I have no idea what the next movie is going to be in this series, because I haven't really thought that far ahead. But rest assured, I will be reviewing another one of my favorite movies soon. And that's it for this Labor Day weekend. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Bye. Starring Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman. I keep wanting to say Natalie Wood, and that is not right.